Jacob, what are you doing?
I'm here to warn you.
Just leave. Now. She has a right to know.
What?
We've been tracking the situation in Seattle for a while. Unexplained disappearances. Killings. Someone's creating an army.
An army of vampires?
Carlisle's always been quite a gentle soul in the previous two flicks, but do we see a different side to him in Eclipse?
Yes, in Eclipse, Carlisle gets to roll up his sleeves and kick some bad vampire dairy air. So, you know, you definitely get to see a different side to him. I always joke, though, that he's so compassionate that after he clobbers one of them, he says sorry in his head. So it makes it all right.
What qualities were there that you found most appealing in Carlisle as a character?
I love Carlisle's compassion. I love that he's the rock of this family, and you know where anything is where all this chaos ensues, you could look to Carlisle for the calm, and I like that about him. I like that he's the patriarch of this family, and he's looked up to by everyone else. When they're having problems, they go to him, and he you know he put this whole team together. Yeah. So he's an important force in these movies.
Now, Rob and Taylor have quite loyal fan bases, but have you started to see many Team Carlisle t-shirts about?
I have seen a lot of Team Carlisle shirts. So watch out, Rob. Watch out, Taylor.
They're coming here.
This means an ugly fight with lives lost. We're in. As long as we get to kill some vampires.
Has Rob sort of given you any tips on how to cope with the sort of hysteria?
No, I think he's looking for tips himself. I think he's handling it quite well. I don't know if there's any. Everyone deals with it in their own way. And I guess it all depends on your individual personality. So.
We've heard that you cook cast dinners. Are these sophisticated or quite a raucous affair, would you say?
I wouldn't say they're candlelit by any means. You know. It's just whenever the cast gets together, whether it's on film or off screen, it's kind of like a little party, you know, and we enjoy each other's company, and I think that shows on film, and so off screen we tend to spend a lot of time together. My daughters are usually in school when I'm filming, but they do come up for visits, so yeah, they get to see what I'm doing. They came up mostly on this Eclipse movie when we were doing battle sequence training, and it was quite fun because I had my daughter do one of the stunts. So there was this fight choreography, and she watched me do it, and then she mimicked what I did. So it was fun to watch this 12-year-old girl throw this stuntman across the room.
Brilliant.
And I videotaped it. You know.
Oh,
it makes it look quite easy, like when this 12-year-old girl's flinging this guy across the room. It looks kind of fun.
That's cool. Now, there's a new director, again, for Eclipse, David Slade, who's obviously done films like sort of 30 Days of Night. And what sort of qualities do you think he's going to bring to the film? What's going to differ it from the first two?
Well, you know, Catherine brought this indie-style quality to Twilight, which I really liked. It was very character-driven, and I think that's what people responded to. And she has this passionate, frenetic energy. So when she comes on set, everybody, you know, gets excited. And then Chris Weitz was more of a calming force. I always joked with Chris that he was like Carlisle. You know, whenever there was any chaos that ensued, you looked at Chris and he'd just be very calm, and he had a quiet, gentle nature about him. David, I'm hoping, and what I got from his qualities as a director is he had a mix of both. So I'm hoping that with Eclipse he's able to pull that kind of character-driven indie sense with the epic style that Chris Weitz did, you know, in New Moon, and you'll have this great, dark, character-driven, epic movie.